I look like Jesus.
Speaking of Jesus, I have a religion project that I need to do.
What's the project on?
Well, since you ask, the project is on the similarities and differences between Buddhism and Hinduism. For example, did you know that Buddhists don't believe in a god while Hindus do believe in a god? Actually, multiple gods, such as Vishnu or Brahma.
Oh gosh, this is the project, isn't it? I never agreed to do this. You can't make me do this.
Calm down. All I have to do is say things like, I don't know. Just compare the religions. For example, Buddhism started with the man known as Siddhartha, who would later be called Buddha.
Do you need me here so you can?
Shh! I was speaking. Speaking. Okay. Siddhartha was a prince who lived a wealthy life, but after seeing the suffering in the world, he got away from that lifestyle and became Buddha, and he was all centered around balance and basically breaking away from suffering and desire. He wants us to reach, or not necessarily he wants to, but our goal is to reach nirvana, and he gives the idea of the middle way, where we don't live in extremes, but instead between them, and this will lead to the nirvana.
Okay, and how is this related to Hinduism?
Well, Hinduism began in about 1500 BC. The Hindus draw their beliefs from the Vedas, which is similar to the Bible in the sense that both are large bodies of religious texts, and like I said before, the Buddhists don't worship any gods, while Hindus worship around 33 million gods, although there are 3 gods that are more prominent, those being Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva.
So what's the point of me being here?
I need to present the info to someone.
Kill me now.
Based on the religious beliefs of Hinduism and Buddhism, I can't do that. In Buddhism and Hinduism, they believe in the ahimsa, which means non-killing. This also implies not harming other living things.
Is this a real thing to non-living things, or is that just they want people to be good people?
The reason is, well, here I'll show you. Follow me. I said, follow me. The reasoning is that hurting another person is just the same as hurting yourself, as there is karma in your actions, and that karma will be returned to you. So let's say if you were to punch me, you would then receive a punch back at some point. Okay? So that's basics. And then, yeah, so basically, non-violence also involves your words and your actions, as those will inflict karma. So let's say you were to call me a bad name, I would then, or you would then, have that bad word be coming for you someday.
Is karma a big thing for Buddhism and Hinduism?
Karma is represented in how you live your life. This is also related to Dharma, which is basically the laws and balance of the universe. You can probably think of many situations in your life where you were good and received good, where you were rude and got rude back. This also carries through death, as in Hinduism, if you were a good person, you would be reborn into a better life, while if you were bad, you would be put into a worse situation. The Hindus use the caste system to think of rebirth, where there's a scale going from the priests to the kings and warriors, to the merchants, and down to the commoners. If someone were to break away from the system, they would either become a god, or they would simply be an outcast.
Okay, and why is this like for Buddhism?
In Buddhism, they use karma to guide their words and actions so that they may reach enlightenment and break free from the cycle of life and death. Kind of like this wheel. Although, if you are reborn, you don't just come back as human. You also come back as an animal. You could also come back as an animal or some different life form. Here, I'll show you. Oh my god, the cycle's breaking! I didn't account for this! Spencer! Ah!
Oh well, thank you for telling me so much information and for turning me into an animal.
No problemo. I just have a couple more stuff to say.
I thought if I thanked you, you would stop.
Just let me get through the rituals and community, then I'll stop.
Fine, but make it quick.
No. Rituals in Hinduism are optional. You don't have to do them. These rituals involve worshipping their gods and also include giving an offering of food or lighting a lamp. These rituals also aren't specific to a certain place. They can happen wherever you choose. Other rituals could be yoga or meditation. There are many rituals, but since you want me to finish, I'll skip over it. Buddhists have veneration of the Buddha, where they show respect and give gifts to Buddha. Buddhists also use meditation as a ritual and as a way to reflect.
Are we done yet?
Almost. You impatient doorknob. Hinduism in daily life is a guide as it focuses you on your current action, which will affect your next life. Buddhism is similar, as it also guides people to be kind so that they may become enlightened.
Can we go back to the fight now?
Yeah, but first tell me what you learned.
I learned about Hinduism and Buddhism against my will.
Did you enjoy it?
No, not really.
Oh, okay. Let's get ready to rumble. Going on the train tracks, buddy. Spencer, what are you doing? Spencer, nobody will win if you do this. Well, since you asked... Shh! I was talking.
Okay, and how is this related to Hinduism?
This also implies not harming other living things.
Is there a real reason not